What's up, guys? Nate from Famous Racing Customs here. On this pretty much almost perfect Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to you guys out there. Um, so this is going to be pretty much the final update on my '65 Chevy stepside. This one has been a long time in the making. I think at least a solid 6 months. Color change and design changes. But let's get to it. So here it is. I think there might be a few little things left to do on it, but I'll get to those later. It's just tiny things. My tank and compressor setup right there. This is actually out of the tank and compressors are out of the Hilux kit. The only thing I wish I would have done was ran the lines from the tank itself down into the bed, but you know, it's alright. Of course, the stacks, which I'm very excited about, they came out beautifully and oddly enough about perfect the first time. Looking at them now, they might be just a tad small, but that's okay. I'm cool with that. You know, it's not a diesel truck, so yeah, it's not a diesel truck, so it doesn't need to be, you know, these gigantic things. And the interior, I did forget a few things, but I didn't notice them until after I got the cab and everything super glued on. I forgot to put the pedals in. I also forgot my shifter, and then I also forgot to detail my steering wheel. When I got this far into it, I just come home from work and just needed to spend some time on a model, and rushed it just a little bit. There's one more little flaw that causes me much pain, actually, because I spent a ton of time on this, and I was gluing in the front window, which it sits a little bit further down, so I put a couple dabs in the of super glue on the bottom here. Well, apparently either when I opened my super glue or closed it or something, I had got some on my finger and it got on the paint. So, and I had spent so much time and I was so far into it. I just said, you know what, whatever, it's fine. Either I will or I won't figure out a way. I mean, this isn't, I don't show my vehicles other than here on YouTube, so I still do have to put in the tail lights, but I'm trying to figure out something clever with those first. But like I said, it's just little details. That handle likes to keep falling off because I used window glue on it. And then we got the 427 in there. Raring to go. So, looks good. I actually didn't sand this one last time and put another coat because if you can see it, the line for the doors was actually starting just to become smooth, so I didn't want to put another coat of clear on there because I was afraid you're going to lose the door. And just look how shiny that is. Look how reflective. So what I ended up using was my Turtle Wax polishing compound, and just polished the shit out of it like 3 or 4 times. So, and it worked. It took 90% of the fog out, and I'm happy with it. The front with the smooth-ish grill. It's got bare metal foil on it, and my bare metal foil skills are not really up to par, but, and of course, you know, my standard, you know, black wash grill, the sucked in bumper that's pretty much just basically up against the body. The window ended up being a little bit crooked on this side, probably because I didn't let the super glue dry long enough before I started messing with it. Like I said, I was tired, and I just that's when mistakes happen, is when you're tired and a little bit in a rush, you know. But perfect. I think it's just a perfect chop, because if you line this up next to my other one, which I'll do a video later, but if you set them up, I mean, it really does look like a Jurassic just chop, but it's not. It's just a very simple, clean chop. Don't forget to that this back portion is rounded, so you're going to have to cut a little bit out and leave some room, or figure out a way to fill it all up and make it look good. So, the hood, I got my C10 badges detailed up and on there. Not in the exact correct place, but that's okay. Should have done a little more research on it. I will for the next one. I mean, this is definitely one truck that is my favorite, that I love building. So, definitely my top number one, just because you can do so much with it. There it goes. The hood doesn't quite line up, but it doesn't. I was looking at my other one, and it doesn't quite line up on that one either. So, but yeah, you can do this a bunch of different ways. I do plan on picking up a few more of these and doing well, I have plans for a 4-door version, which would basically be from right here, well, probably right here, just cut it off and add it to this side, and then figure out a way to get everything to work. I'll have plenty of styrene, since I'll be cutting up one body, and then I'm going to have to figure out how to extend, well, not figure out, but just where to extend the frame at, since I know how to do a lot of all that stuff now. And then I don't know, I'm about try to get the snow plow, the square body, because I love square body Chevys. So and basically I love all the Chevys up to, well, I love all the looks of all the Chevy pickups, pretty much all of them. So I'll be doing a lot more Chevy pickups, hopefully. The 49 Ford is out of the purple pond, and letting it just kind of finish. I scraped off a bunch of that filler primer. It was thick on there. Oh my goodness. Didn't realize how thick the primer coat was until I started peeling it away. So, but yeah, so, letting it just dry out and finish doing its thing, and then I'll go through and reprimer it. I got a little bit more body work to do on it anyway now. I do have to make sure that the roof is completely smooth again, and so, I'll add a couple more coats of putty on the front and rear fenders, and back here on the gas filler, which I did just a horrible job trying to fill that. So, yeah, the 57 Chevy, oh my goodness, if you want spray paint that will never come off, that's just that cheap 97-cent Walmart red, and it's just chunky. All that stuff you see on there is just the chunks from my old Purple Power. But yeah, I mean, this stuff, it's been in there a solid week by itself. Ooh, I forgot. I have that to do too. It really has been in there for probably, oh no. Probably well over a week, and that paint is not even coming off. I went ahead and dried it all off somewhat rather quickly, and then took one of my sanding sticks and just kind of quickly went over the entire thing just to scratch the paint. Hopefully it scratched it enough where it'll actually start to sink in and actually start lifting the paint off. But I mean, this is Rust-Oleum paint here. It's been in there a week, and I can pretty much almost peel it off in one piece. That was actually kind of awesome. So, but I'm gonna have to scrape this one down too and get the primer off that, because the filler primer is so thick that it was actually losing these louvers. So, but yeah. So there's that. I'm gonna be working on that for a little bit. I'm gonna mostly be working on my Monaco. And I've come to the decision that this Monaco is probably going to be one of my longest projects, just because no matter what, I'm going to add in all the detail that I want to add in. So I'm going to actually have working suspension and run gas lines and brake lines and the whole 9 yards. So this will be one that will get updated, whenever I have a significant update. So yeah, this is going to be one of my long projects. This one, if it comes out the way I want it to come out, this one I may even just by then have had enough may have enough self-esteem just to try to find a show and take it. My biggest problem is, like I said before, I don't show my vehicles because I'm too competitive, and I need to learn how to let that go. But I'm too competitive, and I get upset way too easily when people, like, I've worked hard on something and I don't know, that I don't get the appropriate credit for it, I guess. I don't know. I don't know really how to explain it, but the main part is I'm just too competitive. That's why I don't get into these model contests on YouTube. I don't show my vehicles pretty much at all. I don't take them to shows. I've been to one or two when I was younger, but other than that, I really haven't been to any real model shows. And they were just local model shows. They weren't really anything. It was just in my own local community. So, but I've kind of been watching a lot of the show vehicles, and I see that, you know, a lot of the stuff is about in my range, where it's mostly just box stock. Maybe they do something different with the paint, or you know, something like I do, and add wires to the motor, or even just straight up box stock. You know, so I don't know. Maybe after all, I will start showing vehicles. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see how it goes. Because I mean, everybody tells me, you know, my models look good. I do a good job, and I mean, they're not perfect. I don't know if they're show worthy perfect or not, but I give it my best, and I don't know. We'll just see what happens. Maybe, I don't know. Just not really confident enough into doing that and being able to bite my tongue just yet. So, but so yeah, that's it, guys. I'll be working on the Monaco today for a little bit. I got lots of stuff to do with the family today too, and so anyways, guys, again, happy Father's Day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.